voice. Everybody say, hi, YouTube. Fuck me, silly, dude. Literally, fuck me, silly. What is this cinematic cutscene, man? If it's too loud, let me know.
This ongoing case takes place in
Fuck
the
you,
Baton
dude.
Rouge area of Louisiana. On November 25th, 1985, Clay and Sheila Fletcher gave birth to their only child. It was a baby girl
talking
and
hella
they
slow,
named
man.
her Lacey. At the time, they were both in their late 20s
Should have
and
been in the
married.
live.
Sheila and Clay were born and
What'd you
raised in
stream?
Baton Rouge, and in 1994, the couple moved to a modest two-story home on a gravel cul-de-sac when Lacey was around 9 years old. Sheila and Clay were described as faithful, church-going pillars of their community.
Nice.
Sheila had also sung in the church choir, and
Just
they
kidding.
were both very well respected and liked. Lacey was very sociable.
Bro, it's
and
them church
easily made
motherfuckers
friends
that are the
with the other
freakiest,
kids
man.
in the neighborhood.
Holy.
The neighbors and locals said that
Some
she was an
freaks.
extremely pleasant and happy child to be around. Lacey attended Brownsville Baptist Academy in Baker, Louisiana. It was located in the northern Baton Rouge area. It was a private school
Oh,
that
you're talking to the
educated
YouTube viewers.
pre-kindergarten through to 8th grade students.
Thanks, bro.
It was a small school boasting around 190 students. Peers and teachers said that Lacey made a point of making newcomers feel welcome and at ease.
Okay.
A classmate stated that they remember Lacey as a sweet, kind girl. She was active at school and was on the volleyball team. One of her close friends said that they went to school together for 3 years before they both left after the end of middle school. At some point, it seemed as though Lacey suffered from social anxiety. A classmate reported,
Okay.
I knew she wasn't your typical teenager. She wasn't as mature as us. She still liked children things and not teenage things. Lacey
Social
began
anxiety
to
fucking
retreat
sucks,
into
boys.
isolation as
Have you guys
her
ever had that?
autism
Yeah or nay?
diagnosis accelerated, and it was the decision of her parents to homeschool her after 9th grade. Around this time, Lacey had been treated by a psychologist over a 3-year period in her teens for her social anxiety. The last time Lacey saw a doctor was when she was 16 years old in 2001. From childhood to around the age of 14, everyone said Lacey was a fun and normal kid.
Still
After
deal with
that,
it?
She
Bro,
became isolated and didn't venture
it took me
out of her
forever to
family
get over
home.
it, bro.
When Lacey was 21, a neighbor whose sons had gone to school with her.
Bro, DJ, I had to have, bro, like, when me and my girlfriend would go out to eat, bro, I had to have her take the order for me, bro.
Saw her outside one day. He said she appeared fairly physically normal. She was always pretty thin, and she was exercising in the road with those small weights you carry. He described her jogging up and down the cul-de-sac that day. That would be the last time anyone would see Lacey alive.
Damn.
Around 5 years ago, the neighbor that had seen Lacey exercising asked Lacey's father
Who are these
how
ugly
she
ass
was doing.
motherfuckers?
He said, "How is Lacey? How's she doing? Has she moved off? Went to college or what?" Clay replied with, "No, she's still here, she's fine,"
Oh,
and then
shit.
swiftly changed the subject. The neighbor
Okay.
took him at his word and said that he had absolutely no suspicion about what actually happened at that house over the road. What happened at that house in regards to Lacey for the 12 years since anyone had seen her
Good
is
question.
completely unknown. The only two people who have the answers are Clay and Sheila.
Man, where'd she go, man? Fucking kidding me, bro?
Fast forward to Saturday, January
Uggos.
1st, 2022.
Straight
Sheila
uggos,
and
man.
Clay decided to take a weekend away. Lacey was now 36 years of age.
Jesus,
When they
dude.
returned home the following Monday, on the 3rd of January, they discovered that Lacey was on the sofa and not breathing. Sheila phoned 911 and made a report. Authorities entered the house immediately, describing the smell as completely overwhelming.
Oh, man.
One of the officers said that as he opened the door and walked into the house, there was a stench of an odour, like feces and urine, and
Oh,
said
dude.
that you couldn't hold your breath. The coroner described how Lacey appeared to be nearly buried up to her shoulders in a wide and deep hole in the couch. It was visually
What?
obvious that her emaciated body had been in that exact spot over the years, moving
Oh,
around at least
dude.
a little bit, thus rubbing through the cushioning. She was found
Oh,
slumped over on
man.
her left side, with her right arm across the top half of her dangerously thin body near her neck. She was completely naked, except for a small blue patterned t-shirt, which was pulled up, leaving her breasts exposed.
What the
Her
fuck?
eyes and mouth were eerily wide open. They were able to see a full set of front teeth. It appeared she had been sitting with her legs crossed underneath
No
her.
way,
The coroner
dude.
described her face as being covered in large and angry red blotches. Human feces were smeared all over her body and matted into her hair and inside her ears.
Bro,
There were insect
what?
bites all over her body, and bugs, including maggots, crawled over her skin.
Oh! Nah, bro. Oh, bro, I hate
No
bugs,
photo,
dude.
apart from the sofa, has been published due to the horrifying graphic content. The brown leather sofa that she had been sitting on, which appeared to be a number of years, was alongside the wall with a gap from the wall of about 18 inches. Behind and under the couch was a large wet patch on the floor, which was believed to be urine.
Oh my
To the
god,
right,
dude.
beside the couch, was a grey mobile toilet, as well as a neatly folded pile of
I
clean
don't understand,
clothing.
bro. This is fucked.
In front of the couch was a low black table, covered in clutter, including a number of lotion bottles, talcum powder, a pack of wet wipes, and nasal spray.
Dude.
This could indicate that at some point her parents were at least looking after Lacey and her wounds.
It's so
Found
fucked,
between
bro.
the couch and the table were 2 stacks of children's DVDs, which Lacey would have watched. As the police and the coroner
Wait, so she was alive? She was alive
were
or no?
trying
They
to
were
take
just trying to take care of her body.
in what they were seeing, the coroner stated the mother's head was between her legs as she wept just a little bit. But
Oh
Clay
my
showed
god,
zero
dude.
emotion whatsoever. According to reports, detectives were told by Lacey's parents that their daughter had begun eating much less than usual, which is why she was so underweight. Once they got Lacey's body to the coroner's office for her forensic examination, more photos were taken. They then got more of a clearer picture of what had happened to her. She was emaciated, weighing just 96 pounds. Upon
Holy
closer inspection,
fuck.
the skin on her bottom had literally been eaten away in the
Oh
years that
my
she hadn't
god,
moved
dude.
from the sofa. There were large, raw yellowish areas where there was no skin. Other areas on her back and bottom were blackened,
Dude, I wonder why
making
they
it at first
didn't.
impossible to identify exactly what they were looking at. During the autopsy, they discovered by the contents of her stomach that Lacey had recently consumed bits of foam from inside the couch cushions
Oh
as
my
well as her own
fucking
feces.
god, dude.
It was estimated that she had died between 24 to 48 hours before her mother called for emergency services. The coroner then determined that the cause of her
Jesus.
death was severe medical neglect. He said the cause of death stemmed from severe medical neglect, which led to chronic malnutrition, acute starvation, immobility, acute ulcer formation, osteomyelitis, which is a bone infection that finally led to sepsis.
Jeez, dude.
Sepsis
Bro, that's
includes
fucked.
fever, difficulty breathing, low blood pressure, rapid heart rate, and mental confusion. Her remains also tested positive for COVID. The coroner determined that Lacey had not moved from the couch for at least 12 years. When Sheila was asked why Lacey had not been off the sofa in over a decade, Sheila refused to answer and just stared ahead. She soon stated that Lacey suffered from social anxiety and severe autism. Clay and Sheila
Wait,
were
so that was
adamant
her excuse
that
as to why she didn't go?
Lacey was of sound
12
mind
years,
to make
bro,
her
that's
own
fucked.
decisions, adding that she never complained about her sores, and that Sheila would routinely clean them. They went so far as to say that Lacey
That's
flat
so
out refused to leave
fucked,
the
bro.
living room couch. They defended themselves by claiming to have brought Lacey her meals, but that she urinated and defecated on the couch because she was too scared to leave. She even refused to use the portable toilet, which was
Okay,
beside
dude.
the couch. Her
Dude.
parents said that she was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, which
Bro,
is
that
on
is.
the autism
Oh my
spectrum,
fuck,
though
bro.
there is
Fuck
no
these
evidence
guys,
to suggest
dude.
that Lacey received any medical care after the age of 16. It soon emerged that Sheila worked for authorities who might have helped her daughter, as she was a police and court clerk at one point in the small nearby city of Baker. She then moved on to be the assistant to the city prosecutor in Zachary,
I will,
Louisiana.
Moda.
She also served on the City of Slaughter's Board of Aldermen. Sheila, at the very least, had adequate healthcare insurance and made enough to afford medical help for Lacey. So, why didn't she? It came down to decide whether Lacey's parents should be charged with manslaughter or murder. It took 4 months for Sheila and Clay to get charged with second-degree murder.
What's
Sheila
the boys? DJ, do you guys know what the difference is between manslaughter and murder? What's the difference? What is the difference? Is manslaughter, you did it mean? Okay, intent. Okay, that's
refused
okay.
to answer whether or not she felt any remorse over Lacey, and in fact, the two released a statement saying they didn't want to discuss it any further because it was already too painful that they had lost their child. The grand jury was shown extensive images as well as video footage of the conditions of which Lacey was found. The coroner said that they were so horrific and upsetting that they had medics on standby for the 12 panel members. Once the grand jury got the full visual, it left everyone speechless.
Accident, I think.
The coroner detailed how when he was presenting the case and showed the pictures and gave the timeline, the expressions of the grand jury was utter shock. Like the clock on the wall never moved again.
That's actually so
Sheila and
fucked,
Clay
dude.
pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder of their daughter. They both made bail within 36 hours of being charged.
Bro, what? Bro, this is rigged, bro. Bro, what the fuck? That's actually so fucked, actually. Bro, bro. Bro, you can't. Bruh. That's fucking, bro. This motherfucker, this big ass motherfucker, could have definitely picked her dumb ass up, put her in the car, bro.
The pair's
100%.
release followed an order by a judge, setting the bond for each
Fucking
parent
weird
at
champ, dude. What a weird champ.
$300,000. People that knew the couple said that they
Fuck
had no
this guy,
idea
bro.
that anything
Holy
like that was
shit.
going on. Some even stated that they didn't even know they had a daughter. Clay and Sheila had returned from a 2-day trip
She
to
looks
find
so
their
familiar.
daughter not breathing.
Does she
and
not look
slumped
familiar?
into the disintegrated couch that she
L
had
video?
occupied for so long. So this begs the question, was she alive before they left?
They didn't serve any time,
Sheila
bro.
and Clay
L
are due
video,
to
I kind
stand
of agree.
trial in February next year.
The commentator's pretty slow with it. Pretty slow with it. Okay, this motherfucker said, after this, watch top 3 places you can't go.
Cherry, no shit on my honey dust. Fuck your girl on